cage control the best base for MMA. I'm going to be going over scoring criteria, past examples, and how we can fix this issue. Scoring criteria, the UFC follows the unified rules of mixed martial arts. That's where I'm getting this information from. I'll post a link in the description. This is on page 1. Effective striking, grappling shall be considered a first priority of round assessments. Effective aggressiveness is a plan B. It should not be considered unless the judge does not see any advantage in the effective striking, grappling realm. Cage ring control, plan C, should only be needed when all other criteria are 100% even for both competitors. This will be an extremely rare occurrence. What are these things? This is on page 2. Legal blows that have immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute towards the end of the match, with the immediate weighing in more heavily than the cumulative impact. Immediate and cumulative, what this means is immediate, say a fighter getting rocked instantaneously, and cumulative, say leg kicks weakening an opponent. Part is on effective grappling, successful execution of takedowns, submission attempts, reversals, and the achievement of advantageous positions that produce immediate or cumulative impact with the potential to contribute to the end of the match, with the immediate weighing more heavily than the cumulative impact. It shall be noted that a successful takedown is not merely a changing of position, but the establishment of an attack from the use of the takedown. So actually doing something with the takedown, not just getting it and holding position. Top and bottom position fighters are assessed more on the impactful, effective result of their actions more so than their position. This criterion will be the deciding factor in a high majority of decisions when scoring a round. The next 2 criteria must be treated as a backup and used only when effective striking, grappling is 100% equal for a round. Effective aggressiveness, this is plan B. Aggressively making attempts to finish the fight. The key term is effective. Chasing after an opponent with no effective result or impact should not render in the judge's assessments. Effective aggressiveness is only to be assessed if effective striking, grappling is 100% equal for both competitors. Fighting area control, plan C. Fighting area control is assessed by determining who is dictating the pace, place, and position of the match. Fighting area control shall only be assessed if effective striking, grappling, and effective aggressiveness is 100% equal for both competitors. This will be assessed very rarely. In summary, first priority, effective striking or grappling. Second priority, effective aggressiveness. Who is looking for the finish? And the last resort is fighting area control. So who's controlling? I forgot to mention, this is a round-by-round assessment, not based on the whole fight. Now let's look at some examples where the judging is very questionable. First example, we're going to look at Gabriel Bonfim and Stephen Thompson. I'm reading the stats posted on the official UFC website, even though they are incorrect at times, and so take it with a grain of salt. Round 1, 14-6, significant strikes in favor of Bonfim, 2 takedowns for Bonfim, 1 reversal for Thompson, and it says 0 submission attempts, but Bonfim was going for a rear naked choke, so he was looking for a submission and was more aggressive, looking for the finish. So effective grappling outweighs Thompson in this round, so Bonfim's round, and he did land more significant strikes. They were about the same damage, it looked. Round 2, 29-16, significant strikes in favor of Thompson. 1 takedown for Bonfim, though this time he could not establish much effective grappling. Remember that the effectiveness on a takedown is based on what you do with it, not just a takedown. So the effective striking outweighs Bonfim in this round. Now, Bonfim did check a kick, which split the shin of Thompson, which is immediate impact, but it kind of is more cumulative when you think about it. And at the very end of a round, Thompson really badly hurt Bonfim with a head kick. Round 3, 10-7, significant strikes in favor of Bonfim, 2 takedowns for Bonfim, although they were not very effective as Thompson got right back up And again in this round, Thompson really badly hurt Bonfim with a head kick. And for about a minute or so, Bonfim was holding Wonderboy up against the cage. There were some reversals in the clinch, but this was mainly just Bonfim holding Thompson up against the cage, so positional control. Thompson did do more damage in this round. He more so looked for the finish, and he should win the round based on that. Overall, this should have been a 29-28 for Stephen Thompson, but two of the judges gave this fight 29-28 to Gabriel Bonfim. Move on to another example, everybody's favorite, Jose Aldo and Mario Batista. Now rounds 1 and 2, those were pretty clear. Batista outstriking Aldo in round 1, Aldo outstriking Batista in round 2. But round 3 is what I really want to talk about. 17-10 significant strikes in favor of Aldo, landing the better shots as well. Batista attempted 4 takedowns, couldn't get any of them, and held control up against the cage for about a minute or two. Based on effective striking, Aldo wins that round and the fight 29-28, but the judges give this decision to Mario Batista. So yeah, very questionable judging that we've seen in the past, but how can we fix this issue? Now what I would do is establish a system to punish timidity in the UFC. I'm not saying we have to add yellow cards, but we could add point deductions if a fighter is too timid. It could either be on the feet when a fighter is not trying to engage at all in striking, or in the grappling when a fighter is just holding an opponent up against the cage. And I suggest we take points away instead of rewarding neutral position. Anyway, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the comments. If this system I suggested should be introduced, have the judges abandon scoring criteria, and if so, do you agree with this, or how would you change it? That's gonna be it, and I'll see you in the next one.